Hey, Quiet Stormer, what's up? Man, they take me off this? Oh, I'm still on here. Why is this not updating? I don't know, I gotta fix this. How's it going? Something's going on with my audio. Gentlemen, what's up? Oh. I think I know what's wrong. That's good. Is this better? Well, Quiet, I think it'll fix it. I think it'll fix itself. How's it going, guys? Something's wrong. I gotta get Scuff Dev in here to... Is he the one who runs this? How come I'm not showing up? Well, I'm trying to donate my masks. I'm trying to donate some masks, yes. Oh, it should be on there, huh? I don't know if it's on. Scuff Dev, if you're in here. Oh, Liquidor. I'll ask Liquidor. Can you see me on there? Yeah. Yeah, I have some N95 masks. Let's see. Can you see me on Twitter? I tried to donate them, but I don't think they take the box is open, so I don't think that they're gonna take them. But they're really low on masks. I bought them. I don't know if you guys were watching a while ago when I went to the fires, but I bought some masks for the fires, and I would like to donate them to some sort of hospital or something, but I don't know. I don't know if I can. They're running out of masks. We're locked down here in LA. How you guys doing, chat? Cozy? That's good. Good to hear. I'm feeling okay. Yeah, just still settling into, you know, being locked down, not supposed to go outside. Everything's closed. Just weird times. I've just been reading coronavirus all day. How's my girlfriend? She feel better? Yeah, she feels better. She does. I mean, you know, it's up and down for everybody right now. Have I been outside? I have not been outside today, actually. There's nobody outside. My street is very chill anyway. It's not much different than usual. No, I actually, so in addition to all this coronavirus stuff, I think I injured my foot really badly. Not really badly, but when I was running the other day. I don't know what's going on, but I hurt my ankle, my foot somehow, and it just really hurts to even walk on it. So I'm kind of immobile now. I'm going to the doctor on Monday, foot doctor, see what's up. Yo, man, how's it going? Thank you for the slots. Yeah, Jolly, you live in LA too? I don't even know what to do. I mean, I can't walk around. I would love to go on a hike or something, but I think it'd be fun to go downtown and see it how deserted it is and stuff. But I can barely hobble around right now. It's not good. Yo, man, how you doing? So yeah, they just locked down Illinois, New York. Soon more than 1 in 5 Americans will be under orders to stay mostly indoors. It's wild. Grand Central. Do you guys are you guys under quarantine? Or do you live in a place where you can go outside? What CNN has to say. I don't know if there was that much. There wasn't that much going on today in the news when I was reading it. I mean, Trump did a press conference. You're locked down too, yeah. How are you keeping busy? How are you, I talked to my mom today and she asked how I was keeping busy. I was like, just same as always, going on the internet, reading, working. This was like the big moment that happened today.
Peter Alexander of NBC News was
the I don't know, have you guys watched any of the like press briefings that Trump does on this? They're just, every single one is just, it's like a comedy of errors. It's just what crazy thing is he going to do or say?
Was asking a very legitimate question about the issue I just talked with Sanjay about. The president's very optimistic talk yesterday.
This was his press conference today. The media's put everyone into a panic. We can go outside, but we have yards. Well, it's nice that you have a yard. I have like a little outdoor space that for my apartment building, but I don't have a yard. Media's baiting Trump so hard.
And again today, that there would be therapeutic drugs available to patients immediately. Game-changing. Now, that's what the president said. Of course, his own chief infectious disease, Dr. Tony Fauci, disagrees with him. The president, instead of answering that question, and then Peter Alexander said, talk to the American people out there who are at home, who are frightened. Give them some advice. Instead of offering that advice and that comfort, the president did this.
What do you say to the Americans who are scared, though? I guess nearly 200 dead, 14,000 who are sick, millions, as you witness, who are scared right now. What do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who are scared?
I say that you're a terrible reporter. Go ahead. I think it's a very nasty question, and I think it's a very bad signal that you're putting out to the American people. The American people are looking for answers, and they're looking for hope. And you're doing sensationalism, and the same with NBC and Comcast. I don't call it Comcast. I call it Concast. Let me just for whom you work. Let me just tell you something. That's really bad reporting. And you ought to get back to reporting instead of sensationalism. Let's see if it works. It might and it might not. I happen to feel good about it, but who knows? I've been right a lot. Let's see what happens.
Getting testy. I feel like he's at the breaking point, you know? That is not, what does he have to gain from like responding like that, you know? Just causing a huge uproar. Concast. I mean, that's like such a fair question, you know? Like I admit that like I was watching CNN for the first time in a long time a couple of weekends ago. I don't have cable, but I was at a hotel watching CNN, and they're definitely like very anti-Trump. I mean, they're just like bashing Trump the whole time. It's obvious, which like whatever. I mean, there's a lot to bash him about. But that question, that was just like a pretty basic question that was a softball. You know, he could have hit that out of the park. He could have come up with some thing to make people feel better, or he could have, you know, just he had the perfect opportunity to say something real, and instead he just like attacks the media. That's not professionalism. What do you mean that's not professionalism? You don't think that the journalist was being professional? Oh, I see. Yeah. No, I mean that's just like bonkers. He's totally in his own world. And that question was basically because he was out here hyping up these antiviral treatments or whatever that his own medical guy was like, well, we don't really know if it's going to work or not. Thank you for the crate. Oh, I guess this was NBC. Yeah, see, that was NBC who asked him that question. Trump is just like totally unhinged right now. He's clearly, I mean, we're not even near how bad it's going to get, and he's already melting down at like basic questions. It's going to be very interesting to see how he does as this unfolds. But I don't know. I mean, my overarching feeling about this whole thing is just that nobody in government, from Trump down to the states, is doing anything good. They totally fucked this up. We are now like barreling into this crisis with no preparation, scrambling to catch up. Seems like they are sort of on top of stuff now, I guess. But the way that it's gone, with just sort of chaos, no supplies. I mean, doctors are out here begging for masks. You know, I have these masks, and somebody was like, my friend's sister is a doctor and they need masks. Like, everybody with a mask, come down here. How is this possible? My dad is an anesthesiologist, and I'm afraid he's going to accidentally bring it home from the hospital. Yeah, I mean, all these doctors, all medical people are definitely on the front line right now. Trump has a better chance of getting partner than Paul. What are we going to do when COVID-20? I mean, hopefully we'll be much better prepared. You know, we don't have enough ventilators. Elon Musk is, you know, apparently going to come to the rescue with ventilators. I don't know about that, you know. Gavin Newsom, the governor here, was sort of hinting that he was going to get Elon to help. But I don't know. The last time he tried to help, do you guys remember the cave? The Thai boys in the cave? How much good he did there? He created this submarine that he sent over, and the divers who were trying to rescue that soccer team trapped in the cave in Thailand was just like, this is not useful at all. It's just distracting. And then Elon Musk had this meltdown. Yeah. He called the diver who criticized him a pedo based on nothing, just like made up this lie about him. So I'm not putting my hope on Elon Musk. And I think it's a little disturbing that is our hope. Even though maybe he'll come through. Maybe he'll pull through. Let's see what's the latest on that. What's he saying on Twitter? He's been weird, like, he's been very, like, downplaying it on Twitter, too. You know, like, no new domestic cases, corona cases in China. All of the action in Elon Musk's Twitter are always in the replies, though, you know, like, feels like the plot of Deus Ex. It's talking about single computer pump and pressure accumulator would be fine for many patients, but ideally individual per patient. Personalized care and avoid cross-flow risk. SpaceX is working on ventilators, he says. Okay. I mean, Elon Musk didn't want to get involved, but he was forced to. Why was he forced to? We're working on ventilators, even though I think there will not be a shortage by the time we can make enough to matter. He's like setting expectations pretty low already, so he's saying that he's saying that it will take a while to save Tesla. He's a real... Elon Musk is one of those guys who had, like... He has to be an expert on everything, right? Like... Growth rate of confirmed C19 cases is dropping every day, despite 10x increase in testing. Tomorrow's the anniversary of the infamous FBI raid. Really? I didn't know that. That's shocking to me. I don't know. It seems it was a year ago that ICE got raided by the FBI, huh? I don't know. It's so hard to think about last year. He's in such a different place now, right? He's in Austin. The mansion's gone. Coronavirus is sweeping the nation. You know, it seems like just a totally different world. Yeah, we still don't know why. What's going on with the testing? He does seem happier. Yeah, I mean, I really need to call him. It's been a while since I talked to him on the phone, but the last time I was texting with him, he said he was happier, even if he has, you know, fewer viewers and whatever. He's just more stable, less stress. What's going on with the testing? Is it limited to people with certain health insurances? I think they said that they were saying that they want everybody who, you know, can get a test to do it, and that the government was going to cover it. The problem is there aren't enough tests now. So, you know, I was just reading this story in the LA Times. Let's see. Oh. I was just reading in the LA Times. LA County gives up on containing coronavirus. Tells doctor to skip testing for some patients, and basically, you know, even if somebody has symptoms, they're not going to test it. They're just going to assume that they have them and send them home because there's not enough tests. Right. So that sucks. I mean, it makes sense, but like so many people now are going to have to go into quarantine who might just have the flu, right? Like, if you get sick and you go to the hospital, they're just going to assume that you have it, and they're going to be like, stay in your room for two weeks, even if it's just the cold. Like, millions of people are getting cold, right? And every article I've read about testing generally says that like 10% of the people they test positive. So out of all the people who are the most high risk, most you know, likely cases, basically only 10% of those people have it. So if they don't test people and they just treat everybody like they have it, they're sending 90% of people away thinking that thinking they have it. So there's now 1,100 confirmed, 21 deaths. But California still has only tested like 9,000 people or something. You know, we have 61 new cases, but I think California's only tested... LA County's only tested 2,400. New York has tested a lot. New York is sort of getting on board. They're like really ramping up. I was watching the press conference today. You know, they have 7,800 new tests or new cases, and they're testing something like 30,000 a day or something. I don't know. Is Barber's still open? So we're basically starting to climb into the really bad time right now. Already critical shortages. Bronx Hospital's running out of ventilators. I mean, you understand why people are panicking. It's like, this is really happening, and I think there's a good line to be drawn between like making sure people don't panic. It's not the end of the world. We'll get through this, and then being like, this is, you know, the media is just trying to stir up trouble. I mean, yeah. Bernie is about to give a virtual roundtable. So we watch some of that. Bernie has been very good. I mean, I'm a Bernie supporter, so I'm a little biased, but Bernie's been out here really confronting, you know, what I agree are the main issues of this, which are, you know, maybe not the main issues, but one of the big issues that this is revealing is inequality in, you know, healthcare and in financial security and status, and so many people getting laid off, and, you know, he's reassessing his campaign. I mean, it doesn't seem like he has any hope of winning. Let's see his roundtable.
And say, how did the people of the United States respond? Did they stand together? Did they come together? Did they panic? Did they turn on each other? And clearly our goal is to bring people together, to care for each other, to love each other, to respond with compassion, to understand that if we stand together in this very difficult moment, we will come out of it. Not without danger, not without death, not without sickness, not without economic pain, but we will come out of it if we stand together. And let me just begin by responding to the Republican plan on the coronavirus epidemic that was presented yesterday by Mitch McConnell, who is the majority leader in the U.S. Senate. And I have to say, without wanting to be tonight very partisan, to say that the Republican plan on its face is totally inadequate. The Republican proposal provides massive tax breaks and subsidies to the wealthy and very large corporations, while providing little to no assistance to the people most in need, and that is our lowest income people and working families all across this country. This is
a lot of businesses aren't going to survive it.
Ideas protecting those who don't need that much protection and ignoring the pain that so many Americans are today.
Yeah, these are my...
The Republican bill gives Trump's Treasury Department enormous flexibility.
These are my gaming headphones. You like it?
Airlines, to bail out cruise ships.
Who's
to bail
Matt?
out hotels and the tourism industry, while providing no funding to help the homeless or the most vulnerable people in our country. And that is a set of priorities that is just
Ice is going live.
Unfair. If you are a couple making $150,000 a year,
we're watching Bernie now.
Under the Republican
Chat, this is my friend, my real life friend here.
Check
when the reporter was like, "Why use cruise ships?
If you are a senior citizen,
just use hotels." Trump was so shook. I mean, they should really requisition all of the Trump hotels and turn them into hospitals right now, right? Like, move all those people out, move a bunch of coronavirus people in. He's going back to YouTube. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, put a link in here when he actually goes live. Yeah, you know, I think I'm surprised nobody has come up with that idea, right? Of turning all of the Trump hotels into coronavirus wards. You know, when I was my one of the stories that I always heard growing up from my grandmother, she grew up in China, and during the Cultural Revolution, which is when the communists took over, her family like ran a hospital, and the communists took it and turned it into like a pigsty. Like they emptied all the equipment and all the patients out and turned it into like a pig farm, basically. There's a countdown going on. Is he doing some sort of special thing now? Let's see. Oh, 13 minutes. All right. Back on YouTube. Half YouTube. Why is he going on YouTube? Mixer ghosted him? Huh. Alright, I'll give him a call when he's on and see if I can reach him. What was he? He was trying to get partnered? Alright, see you, Matt. I was on the way to getting partner, actually. I could have done it back in the day, but maybe I will during this whole thing. I need another 1,000 followers, though. Expert Moss, thank you. I'll just get denied for professionalism? What's not professional about me? They don't even know. Do they even know that I'm associated with him? I'm not promoting Xbox enough. Mixer. I mean, Mixer is sort of, you know, a ghost town in itself, so.
The proposals are everybody in this country, or most of us, are going to be living under a great deal of stress. Are we going to get the coronavirus? Are we passing it on to somebody else? What does it mean that our kids can't go to school? What happens if we have a mom or a dad in a nursing home where those people are so vulnerable to this crisis? So there's enormous stress that everybody in this country is experiencing. But in the midst of all that, the least that we can do is to make sure that all of our people receive the financial support that they can get. And I would say this is not just a radical idea coming from Bernie Sanders. As some of you may have heard today, the conservative government in the United Kingdom announced that workers there would receive a check from the government equivalent to 80% of their salaries. Denmark, I believe, had a program in which workers would get 75% of their salary. So ensuring that all working people do not suffer during the midst of this economic crisis is truly not a radical idea. It is a humane idea. It is exactly the right thing to do. Now, there has been a serious and I think productive debate in the Congress about how do you get the checks out? What is the mechanism?
I'm curious
Because
about that
right
too.
Now, I worry, and you worry, that there are people who may not have the cash in the pocket they need to go out and buy the food to feed their families. They don't want to wait a month.
They're talking about how much money to give people.
They need those checks coming to them immediately.
I don't really know.
And in the midst of that debate, I think the growing consensus is that the fastest way to get a check sent out to people, or direct deposit, as the case may be, is through an immediate expansion of the unemployment program. And right now, as I think some of you may know, the unemployment program is a result of all kinds of cutbacks, terrible cutbacks over the years.
Do I think
The
Bernie
result
should
is that
continue
now
his campaign?
approximately
I don't know. I'm a little conflicted. I'm a big Bernie supporter. I did a lot of volunteering for him, canvassed, phone bank. He doesn't have any chance now. I think that I personally think that whenever he wants to drop out, it's fine. If he wants to go the whole time, I'll support him the whole time. It's good to have his message out here. Biden's not really doing much, right? Like, where's Biden been in the last couple of days? Bernie is pushing the response to the left the best he can, and the more people who sort of support him, I think the better outcome will be. You hate all your classes are online for the rest of the semester. No student loan payments, right? You gotta take the good with the bad. What's it like? I've never done an online class. It seems really tedious, though. Bernie is done. No chance. Best for Democrats to focus on only one candidate so it can beat Trump. I mean, that's a fair point. I think you might also say that, arguing with Bernie will make Joe Biden a stronger candidate in the long run. He needs Bernie's supporters to win, so it's almost like if by staying in, Bernie might be giving him a chance to, come around to some of his policies and, attract the Bernie supporters who really are not big on Biden, just like I'm not. I'm not excited at all. I wouldn't go so far as to say I won't vote for him, but, very unexcited. Maybe Biden has the virus. You never know. You never know. You saw it. All those a bunch of Congress people got it. The president of Brazil now is saying he might have it. I don't know if you guys saw. This was something I saw right before I went live. But Bolsonaro is now saying, I thought he was saying, maybe I just saw that on Twitter, maybe that's fake news. He had just met with Trump too, so I don't know. A lot of people are gonna get it. They say half of the people in the U.S. So that would make sense that half of the congressmen would have it. He's getting tested for the third time. The first two were negative. Yeah, see? After a week of denial, Jair Bolsonaro has just announced he thinks he might be infected with coronavirus. Biden's age is a huge risk factor. Yeah. I mean, Bernie's not any older or younger, but I don't know. If Bolsonaro has it, I feel like there's a good chance Trump has it, Who's the first person in the Trump administration who's going to get it? And how will they react? That's a good question. Let's see. Ice. It's going live in 5 minutes. Mike Pence's secretary has it? Really? I didn't see that. Member of Mike Pence's office test for positive for coronavirus. That's what it's in the White House.
Breaking tonight, we have just learned a member of Vice President Mike Pence's staff has tested positive for the coronavirus. A statement just released says neither the president nor the vice president had close contact with this individual. However, they are saying that this person did test positive. Don't have a name as of yet.
Yeah, everyone's gonna get it. There's no. We're all gonna get it. I'm preparing myself. It's all about your mindset. Embrace it. Embrace the uncertainty. Embrace the anxiety. Get ready. Hey, Kazama. That's what I think. I mean, would you rather get it now and get it over with, or would you rather get it later when they have the treatments down, you know? Like, the people getting it now, by the time, if you wait 6 months and you get it, they'll have new treatments. Maybe they'll be a little better. That's sort of like the pros and the cons. But yeah, if you get it now, chances are it's not going to be that bad. And then you won't have to worry about passing it on to anybody. But also, there's a chance that it might be really bad. And if you have to go to the hospital, you know, I mean, the timing issue is just there's no good time to get it, really, because even if you got it now, I think the hospitals are probably already crazy. Like, you don't want to go in there when they're like running out of material and you have to be stored in a hotel or something. I don't know. I do not want to go to the hospital now. You know, that's the bottom line. It's gonna be bad. Even if you survive, even if you're not seriously ill, it's just gonna be a miserable experience to be in the hospital right now. People are at the point of joking to just get it so they can be immune. Yeah, I feel the sentiment. Let's see, chat with. But my pledge to you guys is if I get it, I'll try to stream as much as I can. PD Plastic said that he thinks his HIV meds make him immune. I heard that. Does he take PrEP or something? Or I heard that some, like, either the preventative medicine or the medicine to treat it, they think might have some effect on it. Oh, he takes Truvada. Yeah. I saw something about that. Guys, should I watch Ice for a bit? Some of my friends are going to play Warzone. A lot of gaming going on. There's a big gaming surge. Let me just message my. Hey, look, he's coming. was the straw that broke the camel. What has he been doing recently? I haven't really caught many of his. I haven't caught many of his streams. I want to see if I can. I haven't played. I want to make sure that my Warzone's set up. Hey Clout, how you doing? Back on YouTube.